Okay guys, our first stop will be the Charles Bridge, which is a historic landmark that crosses the Vltava River.
Let's go.
Okay guys, here we are at the magical Charles Bridge, one of the most iconic and beloved landmarks in all of Prague. This breathtaking structure dates back to the 14th century and it's steeped in history, culture, and legends. From the stunning views of the Vltava River to the dozens of statues lining its sides, the Charles Bridge is a feast for the senses. And as you stroll across the bridge, you can feel the centuries of history beneath your feet, as countless people before you have crossed this same path. But what really sets the Charles Bridge apart is the sense of romance and magic that fills the air. Whether you're admiring the stunning sunset over the river or listening to the strains of a local musician, there's something truly special about this place. So why not come and experience the enchantment of the Charles Bridge for yourself? It's a memory you'll treasure for a lifetime.
We are now at the Wenceslas Square, guys, which is a vibrant commercial district and home to different shops, restaurants, and cultural institutions. We'll stroll along the square and enjoy the beautiful architecture.
For you who have been to Prague, you know that the Wenceslas Square is a lively and bustling area in the heart of the city with tons of shops, restaurants, and attractions. But that's not all. Wenceslas Square is also steeped in history. It was named after Saint Wenceslas, the patron saint of Bohemia, and it was the site of some of the most important events in the country's history.
Our next stop, guys, is the National Museum, which is a beautiful neoclassical building and a home to a vast collection of Czech art and history.
The National Museum is a must-visit spot for anyone interested in Czech history and culture. With over 14 million items in its collection, including art, music, and natural history, the museum provides a comprehensive look at the country's past and present. Whether you're interested in ancient artifacts, medieval history, or modern art, the National Museum has something for everyone.
Our next stop, guys, is the Powder Tower, which is one of the original city gates and which also separates the old town from the new town.
Have you heard of the Powder Tower in Prague? It's a stunning Gothic tower that used to be a part of the city's medieval fortifications. Back in the day, it was used to store gunpowder, hence the name Powder Tower. It was also an important entrance to the city as it was part of the coronation route of Czech kings. Nowadays, the Powder Tower is a popular tourist attraction, and visitors can climb to the top for a breathtaking view of the city. So if you're in Prague, make sure to check out the Powder Tower. Did you know that Prague, also known as the City of Hundred Spires, has a rich history when it comes to alchemy? One of the most famous alchemists to have lived in Prague was none other than Emperor Rudolf II himself, who was known to have a great interest in the subject. It is said that he had a laboratory built in Prague Castle, where he conducted various experiments and tried to turn base metals into gold. So if you're interested in alchemy and its history, Speculum Alchemae is a must-visit place to know more about the practice of alchemy in the Golden City. The Jewish Quarter in Prague is a must-see destination for anyone interested in history and culture. This neighborhood, also known as Josefov, was once home to one of the largest Jewish communities in Europe, and it's still filled with historic synagogues, including the oldest functioning synagogue in Europe, plus some museums and other landmarks. One of the most famous sites in the Jewish Quarter is the Old Jewish Cemetery, which dates back to the 15th century and is the final resting place of thousands of people. Too bad that it was closed for Shabbat during our visit. If you're interested in learning more about Jewish history and culture, the Jewish Quarter is definitely worth a visit.
Our next stop is the St. Nicholas Church, which is a Baroque masterpiece known for its stunning frescoes and intricate architecture.
With its soaring domes, intricate frescoes, and elaborate stuccos, this breathtaking masterpiece of Baroque architecture provides a sensory overload that is both thrilling and satisfying. The church was built in the 18th century, and it's considered one of the finest examples of Baroque design in Europe. But don't worry if you're not an architecture buff. You don't need to know anything about Baroque style to appreciate the beauty of this place. The church is a testament to the creativity and craftsmanship of the artists who built it, and it's sure to leave a lasting impression on anyone who visits. According to what I have found, the Baroque organ has over 4,000 pipes, up to 6 meters in length, and was played by Mozart in 1787. Mozart's spectacular masterpiece, Mass in C, was first performed in this church shortly after his visit.
Our next stop is the Petrin Hill and Tower, which offers stunning views of the city. There's also a funicular here. We'll walk through the park and let's try if we could climb the tower for a better view.
Are you looking for a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of Prague? Look no further than Petrin Hill. This lush green oasis in the heart of the city offers amazing views, picturesque gardens, and plenty of opportunities to relax and unwind. You can take a leisurely stroll through the gardens, climb to the top of the hill for stunning views of the city, or visit some of the area's top attractions, including the Petrin Observation Tower and the Mirror Maze. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even take a ride on the funicular railway that runs up the hill. With so much to see and do, Petrin Hill is the perfect place to recharge your batteries and experience the beauty of Prague. Be careful if the trails are wet, as I had a little accident while vlogging in this area.
It's a bit cloudy today, guys, but no worries because look at that. It's the spring season. Beautiful flowers around Petrin Hill. See those? With a view of the palace and the city. Look at that.
Baby, there ain't nobody like you. No, it's true. Could do the
Our next stop, guys, is the Prague Castle, which is one of the biggest castle complexes in the world. Today is Palm Sunday and we're gonna attend the Mass inside the St. Vitus Cathedral. We'll also visit the courtyards of this area.
Here we are at Prague Castle, the iconic symbol of the city and one of the most visited landmarks in Europe. This magnificent fortress has stood for over 1,000 years, and it's filled with history, culture, and stunning architecture. From the grandeur of the Gothic-style St. Vitus Cathedral to the beauty of the Spanish Hall in the old royal palace, Prague Castle should be a priority when visiting the city. And with over 70,000 square meters of space, there's plenty to explore, including museums, galleries, and even a vineyard. But what really makes Prague Castle special is the sense of awe and wonder you will feel as you stand in the shadow of its towering walls.
Our next stop, guys, is Vyšehrad Castle, which is a historic fortress and offers stunning views of the city. We will explore its courtyards, learn about its history, and enjoy its beautiful gardens.
I decided to walk several kilometers to be at this place, and I would say it was all worth it despite the ever-changing weather condition on that day. So let me tell you more about Vyšehrad. It is a hidden gem in the heart of Prague. It's an ancient fortification that sits atop a hill overlooking the city, and it's filled with history and legend. According to myth, Vyšehrad was the site of the first settlement of the Czech people, and it's home to the graves of some of the country's most famous figures, including Antonín Dvořák and Bedřich Smetana. But that's not all. Vyšehrad also boasts stunning Gothic and Baroque architecture, including the breathtaking Basilica of St. Peter and St. Paul. Whether you're interested in history, architecture, or just looking for a beautiful place to relax and take in the views, Vyšehrad is a must-see destination in Prague. Let's immerse ourselves in the enchanting world of Prague's Old Town. This historic district is absolutely captivating with its winding cobblestone streets, colorful facades, and bustling market squares. The Old Town Square is the heart of the neighborhood, and it's home to some of Prague's most famous landmarks, including the iconic astronomical clock and the towering spires of the Church of Our Lady Before-Teen. But there's so much more to see and do in the Old Town, from sampling traditional Czech cuisine cuisine at local restaurants to browsing the endless stalls of the surrounding markets. During our visit, we are lucky to see the Easter market for the first time ever, and with its vibrant nightlife, the Old Town is the perfect place to experience the energy and excitement of Prague after dark. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel vlogs. And if you have any other suggestions for places to visit in Prague, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy travels.